Richard is a lawyer and a plain language specialist with Educaloi. He coordinates a project supporting 16 community organizations across Quebec, offering services to English speakers. Prior to joining Educaloi, Richard worked as a lawyer at Project Genesis, a Montreal-based community organization which advocates in the area of housing rights and social income security. And most Montrealers know of Project Genesis. Richard has also served as the coordinator of the coalition of groups serving refugees and immigrants in Quebec. Richard has helped establish the Just Solutions Legal Clinic of the Montreal City Mission, which defends the rights of migrants with precarious status, and he still works with the clinic as a supervising lawyer. Richard is a lawyer with more than 30 years of experience, and we're certainly in good hands and very fortunate that he's able to give us his expertise, be a presenter with us today, and give us this time. Richard, thank you very much once again, and I'm going to turn it immediately over to you.
Thank you very much, Ruth, for that glowing introduction. The first topic is the Tribunal administratif du logement. So a simple way to find Educaloi, you can just Google Educaloi, the word, and the same thing for the Tribunal administratif du logement. You can just Google TAL, T-A-L, and you will come to its website. Now, why is the TAL an important resource? It's, first of all, an information resource. So although Educaloi has a lot of content on landlord-tenant and can answer many of your questions with our articles, the rental board, I'll just refer to it as the rental board because that's how most people refer to it in English, has far more information because that's what they do. That's their specialization. So they have even more detailed information than we do. Their information, to their credit, because this is not the case for every government website, that's for sure, in Quebec, is very bilingual. So just about everything you'll find in English, in French, you'll find also in English. It has many forms. So for example, the main topic today is moving out due to special needs. It has a form specifically for that. So even though, and we'll talk more about the procedure, but even though a simple letter is enough, if you like to use a prepared form where all you have to do is fill in a few blanks, you can get that on their website. Same thing, just to give another example of many, to refuse a rent increase. A simple letter is okay, but if you would like a form where everything is filled out and you just fill in a couple of blanks, they have that available as well. And of course, as you would imagine, the main mission, in addition to providing this information and these forms, the main mission of the rental board is to settle landlord-tenant disputes. So we'll talk about this a little later, but for example, if you have a dispute with your landlord about a repair, you can apply to the rental board, and the rental board will eventually have a hearing and decide, whether your request is justified and what is the appropriate solution, such as ordering your landlord to do repairs or reducing your rent. Then for people in seniors' residences, there's an assistance program for any type of complaints or knowing about your rights. It's called the CAAP. Once again, probably at some point, SAC has done a webinar with them or will do a webinar with them. And they're a resource for problems in seniors' residences. So in every area of, I think of the province, certainly of the city of Montreal, there's what's called Tenant Committees, and they exist to inform tenants of their rights. And there's an umbrella group with a long French name, Regroupement des comités-logement et associations locataires. If you ever do want to find a tenants group that's close to you, just write down those letters, RClalq, rclalq, put that in Google, and you will find the umbrella group, and then you can find a committee near you. Another excellent resource is the what's called the Community Justice Centers. These are in all parts of Quebec, and they offer services in English or French. And they don't represent you like if you have a case at the rental board, but they can advise you what your rights are. They'll give you personal information about your situation. And then mentioned at the beginning, for those, mainly those in the Montreal area, although I think they'll answer questions from around the province, my old employer, and as Ruth mentioned, a lot of people know them. They're familiar with them in Montreal, Project Genesis. So you could write down their phone number, 514-738-2036. I still have it in my own head from my 12 years or so working there. They are a good resource to call up or visit for housing problems, and also for other seniors issues, which we're not talking about today, like pensions.